All right, check it out. I did everything I could for this little girl. She called begging me to come pick her up from Missouri and drive her all the way across the country. I flew out there with my friend, drove all the way back from Missouri to California with her and her truck and all her shit in there. And as soon as we get back to my house, for me to try to help her get off drugs and take care of her and all that, as soon as we pull in the driveway and I walk inside to go tell our grandmother that she's here and we're going to take care of her and I'm taking care of my family and all this shit, she gets in the driver's seat, turns the truck on, and drives away. So I got in our car, I got in the Mercedes and tried to find her. And I drove around for some hours trying to find her, and I was texting her while I'm driving and just freaking out. Like, where are you? Where the fuck are you? Why are you doing this to me? You want me to fucking die? Why are you doing this to me, little girl? I love you. Why the fuck are you doing this to me? I gave my whole fucking life to my family. Everything. And she just runs away when I'm trying to help her. My mom told me not to go get her. I told her, I could do this. I could take care of her. I can. But she has to let me. She has to let me help her. And if she doesn't, I can't do it. She won't let me. So for her to say all this shit is just crazy. And that's just one small piece of the story, but fact is, she has family who cares about her. She has people who love her. She has people who do anything for her, people who die for her. And she chooses to be on the streets. That's not my choice. That's not her family's choice. That's her choice. So she can say what she wants to say, but she has family who loves her and cares about her and thinks about her and would do anything for her.
What kind of questions are you gonna ask?
Basic questions about who you are, your name, your past. Alright, so what's your name?
My name's Kayla Hegarty.
Alright, and how old are you?
I'm 24.
And so, like, what's your current situation right now?
Living on the streets because my truck had burnt down with everything I owned in it, and here I am.
And so, are you from this area?
Pretty much, yeah. I grew up here my whole life.
You grew up in where?
Desert Hot Springs.
Okay. And so your truck, like, burned here?
Yeah, off of Palmdale about a year and a half ago.
What happened?
Somebody put the cigarette butt in the bed of my truck while I was driving. I had literally enough time to get my dog out, and that was about it.
So how long have you, like, been homeless?
Probably around getting close to 2 years now.
2 years?
Mm-hmm.
2 years. And so do you have any family around here?
None that cares, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. But,
Do you have a mom and dad, or?
my mom's actually in jail for murder. And my dad beat me my whole life, so I don't talk to him. But, yeah.
Is your dad in this town?
He's in Palm Springs.
And your mom, what did she get locked up for?
They're trying to get her with murder, obviously. My mom didn't kill nobody, but they're trying to say she did.
Did it happen here in DHS?
No, it was in Yucca Valley.
Yucca Valley. And so, do you have any siblings, any brothers, sisters?
I have a brother and a half-sister, but I don't really talk to them at all.
Okay. So does your dad and your half brother, sister, any family members, do they know that you're out here?
They all know. They don't care. Yeah.
So how do you get by? How do you survive out here?
Because my dog's got cute looks and he can help me make some money.
So like panhandling?
Yeah, panhandle.
Do you get money like any other way? Hustle any other way?
I mean, it just depends. Like, sometimes I'll like come up on bikes and scooters and shit, and I'll sell them, or like phones or stuff like that. But that's about it.
Yeah. And so on the street, I know it's difficult. A lot of people that live on the street have struggles with substance abuse. Do you got any struggles with substance abuse?
Yeah, I do. I smoke, and I got clean, and then got out of jail, had nowhere to go, and then it just kind of like fell back to the same because I didn't have any resources to get better, really. If that makes sense.
How many times have you been like arrested and locked up?
Probably more times than I could count.
Really?
Yeah. Well, my dad let me use his girlfriend's car, and she got mad, so she pressed charges. So I got a GTA, a couple bench warrants, possession with the intent to sell, and then just like an in-house possession charge, but that's about it.
Yeah, okay. And like, do you have any friends out here on the street, or are you just totally alone?
I mean, I know people, but I just like stay to myself mainly.
Yeah. And so like being a woman on the street, is it dangerous?
I mean, yeah, it can be, but at least I'm my dog protects me, you know.
Yeah. Has anything happened to you out here?
Just yesterday, somebody reached their hand in my pocket when I was asleep and stole my phone out. Yeah.
Do you ever get like creeps trying to like pick you up, offer you money
yeah.
to do shit?
There's this code compliance guy. He drives around like after hours in the middle of the night in his code compliance car, and like he'll like literally try to like ask chicks to go do stuff with him for money. He's a white guy. He's fat. He drives around in like a white four-door like sedan / SUV type car. And it says code compliance on the side.
Crazy. So like if your family members were to see this, your dad, maybe your mom in prison, maybe your brothers and sisters, do you have anything to say to them? Any message or anything?
Honestly, I'm not mad at them, but I appreciate them for showing me their true colors, because now I know who's really there for me and who's not. At the end of the day, I got my dog, and that's all that matters. Because nobody else really gives a shit like he does. You know?
And do the police harass you out here?
Oh yeah. I could literally just be sitting over here talking with you, and they can drive by and they'll come stop me and they'll run my name because they know I have a history.
So when was the last time you used it?
Yesterday.
And so how often do you have to use it?
A couple times a day, but I just haven't had none.
If you don't use it, how do you feel?
Like pain not throughout my whole body, and like hot cold flashes. And it sucks.
Is there a lot of that out here?
Oh yeah, half the people you see out here are on fentanyl.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And maybe if I see you again, I'll do a follow-up with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, yeah, thanks. And so, are you from this area?
Pretty much, yeah. I grew up here my life.
You grew up in where?
Colorado Springs.
Okay. And so your truck burned here?
Yeah, off of Palmdale about a year and a half ago.
What happened?
I know you did it
cigarette
too.
butt in the bed of my truck while I was driving.
I know exactly.
I literally enough time to get my dog
She's
out.
fucking around with the wrong
it.
people.
So how long have you been
You want to
homeless?
fucking play games?
Probably around getting close to 2 years now.
2 years?
It happens.
2 years. And so, do you
You
have
play
any
shit,
family around
you
here?
get shit.
None that cares, you know.
None that
Yeah.
cares.
Do you have
That's
a mom and
hilarious.
dad?
My
Very
mom's
hurtful.
actually in jail for murder. And
how
my
funny,
dad
mom's in
beat
jail
me
for
more, so I
murder.
don't talk to him. But
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Is your dad in this town?
Your dad
we have
offers to
drinks.
give you a place to stay,
And
even
your
after
mom,
you
she-
stole his
she work
girlfriend's
with
car.
Hey, you're trying to get her with murder, obviously. My mom didn't kill nobody, but they're trying to say she did.
Did it happen here in DHS?
No, it was in Yucca Valley.
Yucca Valley. And so, do you have any siblings, any brothers, sisters?
I have a brother and a half sister, but I don't really talk to them at all.
Okay.
Wonder
So
why.
does your dad and your half brother, sister, any family members, do they know that you're out here?
They all know. They don't care. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
So how do you get by? How do you survive out here?
Crazy.
Because my dog's got cute looks and he can help me make some money.
So like
Them
panhandling?
Yeah, panhandle.
Do you get money like any other way? Hustle any other way?
I mean, it just depends. Like, sometimes I'll, like, come up on bikes and scooters and shit and I'll sell them, or, like, phones or stuff like that, but that's about it.
Yeah. And so on the street, I know it's difficult. A lot of people that live on the street have struggles with substance abuse. Do you got any struggles
Thank
with
you for
substance
asking
abuse?
me.
Yeah, I do.
Round
I
of
smoke.
applause. Thank you.
And I got clean. And then
She said she got
got out of
clean
jail,
and
had
then
nowhere
she
to go,
says
and
that
then
she
kind of
smoked
like
yesterday. Huh?
fell back to the same because I didn't have any resources to get better. Really, that makes sense.
How many times have you been like arrested and locked up?
Probably more times than I can count.
Not resources.
Really?
Like her
Yeah.
brother wasn't forcing her to come to his house to take
Well,
care
my
of
dad
her.
let me use his girlfriend's car. And she
Clearly
got
by
mad, so
force,
she pressed
because
charges. So I got a
clearly didn't want
GTA.
to
A couple of bench warrants. Possession with the intent to sell. And then just like an in-house possession charge, but that's about it.
Yeah, okay. And like, do you have any friends out here on the street, or are you just totally alone?
I mean, I know people, but I just like stay to myself mainly.
Yeah.
My
And
friend
so,
that went
like,
with me
being
to
A
Missouri
woman on the
has
street,
given her
is
money
it
on the
dangerous?
street. Right there.
I
right
mean,
where
yeah,
she
it
is.
can be, but at least I'm my dog. Protects me, you know.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Has anything happened to you out here?
Just yesterday, somebody reached their hand in my pocket when I was asleep and stole my phone out. Yeah.
Do you ever get like creeps trying to like pick you up, offer you
Oh,
money
yeah.
to do shit?
There's this code compliance guy. He drives around like after hours in the middle of the night in his code compliance car, and like he'll like literally try to like ask chicks to go do stuff with him for money. He's a white guy. He's fat. He drives around in like a white four-door like sedan / SUV type car. And it says code compliance on the side.
Crazy. So like if your family members were to see this, your dad, maybe your mom in prison, maybe your brothers and sisters, do you have anything to say to them? Any message or anything?
I love you.
Honestly,
Thank you for
I'm not
everything.
mad at them, but I appreciate them for showing me their true colors, because now I know who's really
Showing your true colors.
At the end of the day, I got my dog.
I'm
and that's all
still
that
right
matters.
here for you.
Because
little
nobody
girl.
else really gives a shit like he does.
Where you at?
You know?
Running away?
And do the police harass you out here?
Oh yeah. I could literally just be sitting over here talking with you, and they could drive by and they'll come stop me and they'll learn my name because they know I have a history.
So when was the last time you used?
Yesterday,
And so how often do you have to use it?
a couple times a day, but I just haven't run them.
If you don't use it, how do you feel?
Like pain all throughout my whole body, and like hot cold flashes. And sucks.
Is there a lot of that out here?
Oh yeah, half the people you see out here are on fentanyl.
Alright. Well, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And maybe if I see you again, I'll do a follow up with you.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you. It's a good start. We could get her some help. She just has to want it. promise. We could do it.
Alicia Hegarty.
An incarcerated individual at San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
I read your letter
that's
today.
Cool.
What?
You did?
What were you gonna say?
I was just going to say it's cool. It gives us an option now to leave you a voicemail.
Oh, okay. I heard a little noise that I haven't heard before.
Yeah, it's a new tone. So, like,
Thank
now I
God.
hear the phone when it rings. I hear the phone when it rings on your end, but it starts billing me as soon as the phone rings now instead of...
That's
Or
fine.
if you didn't... Yeah, but before, if you didn't answer, it wouldn't charge me at all. But it
I
wouldn't let me leave a
understand.
voicemail either.
That's a small sacrifice
I'm so
for
excited.
a good
That was
benefit. That's
that
really
was-
nice. That's good news.
That's a nice birthday present for me. But it's a little thing.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That's
Well-
why I'm calling today. Cause I'm grateful to be alive. Because if I wasn't here, you wouldn't be here. You know. So
Absolutely.
I meant to call earlier when Grandma was awake. You
That's
know,
okay.
for telling her thanks for giving birth to me, but it didn't work out for me to call earlier in the afternoon.
That's fine. And I'm sure she's still awake, but it's okay because I want to talk to you. Not necessarily away from her, but I just have some things I wanted to talk to you about. Like I said, I read your letter, and that was really nice, and I had a good time reading it, and I'll try to find you a book for drawing and stuff like that. But something else is on my mind. Chelsea just sent me a video of Kayla on the street in DHS, homeless, and I wanted to play it for you so you could hear what she has to say. Would you like to try to listen?
Yes.
It's going to take like 5 or 6 minutes, but I think it's important, so I'm going to play it.
That's okay.
Okay, and just let me know about the volume when I start it. It's going to be loud, and then it'll be quiet after the music stops.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you could hear it.
I can hear music.
Okay. The channel of the person who's interviewing her is called Land of the Lost. Land of the Lost.
Somebody interviewed her.
What?
Somebody's interviewing her on the street?
Yeah, somebody with a camera walked up to her and probably offered her like $10 or something to do an interview. But
Oh, wow.
she's been homeless on DHS streets for like 2 years or so, she says. But I'm gonna play the video now.
Yeah. Okay.
What kind of questions are you gonna ask?
Basic questions. Who you are, your name, your past. All right. So what's your name?
My name's Kayla Hegarty.
All right. And how old are you?
I'm 24.
And so, like, what's your current situation right now?
Living on the streets because my truck had burned down with everything I own in it. And here I am.
And so,
You could hear her, right?
It sounds like she's drunk or slurring her words. I can't.
Well, she's
I heard
high
her
on
say Kayla
blues.
Hegarty.
She's high on drugs, as you know,
Uh-huh.
as she's been for a
Yeah.
long time. But you could hear her clearly, right?
I heard, not really.
Not
but
really.
He said, "What's your situation now?" And I didn't understand what her response was.
Okay, that's fine.
all
I
right. So what's your name?
My name's Kayla Hegarty.
All right. And how old are you?
I'm 24.
And
see.
so,
What's your name? I'm Kayla Hegarty. I'm 24.
like, what's your current situation right now?
What's your current situation right now?
Living on the streets because my truck had burned down with everything
I'm living on the streets because my truck had burned down with everything I own in it.
I own in it. And here I am.
And here I am.
And so, are you from this area?
And then he asks, are you from this area?
Pretty much, yeah, I grew up here my life.
You grew up in where?
Desert Hot Springs.
Okay.
She says, yeah, I pretty much grew up here my whole life in Desert Hot Springs.
And so your truck like burned here?
Yeah, off of Palmdale about a year and a half ago.
What happened?
And he asked if her truck burned down here in DHS, and she said, yeah, on Palm or something along those lines.
Somebody put a cigarette butt in the bed of my truck while I was driving. I like
Somebody put a cigarette butt in the bed of her truck while she was driving.
literally like enough time to get my dog out, and that was about it.
She had enough time to get her dog out, and that was it.
So how long have you like been homeless?
Probably around getting close to 2 years now.
How long have you been homeless? For close to 2 years now.
2 years?
Mm-hmm.
2 years. And so do you have any family around here?
None that cares, you know.
Do you have any family around here? She says none that cares, no.
Yeah.
Do you have a mom and dad or?
He asked, do you have a mom and dad?
Mom's actually in jail for murder.
My mom's actually in jail for murder, and then she laughs.
And my dad beat me my whole life, so I don't talk to him.
And my dad beat me, so I don't talk to him.
But yeah.
Is your dad in this town?
He's in Palm Springs.
Is your dad in this town? He's in Palm Springs.
And your mom, what did she get locked up for?
You're trying to get her with murder.
And your mom, what is she locked up for?
My mom didn't kill nobody, but
She said they're trying to get her on murder. My mom didn't kill anybody,
they're trying to say she did.
but they're trying to say she did.
Did it happen here
So at least that's a positive. She's talking good about you, at least.
in DHS?
No, it was in Yucca Valley.
Yucca Valley.
And then he asked where that was, where your charge was, and he asked if it was in DHS. She said no, it was in Yucca.
And so, do you
That
have
kind
any
of information needs to not be disclosed, but
Yeah,
okay.
but she's being honest about some things at least.
Yeah.
siblings? Any brothers, sisters?
I have a brother and a half sister, but
They asked if she has any brothers or sisters.
I don't really talk to them at all.
She said she has a brother and a half sister, but she doesn't really talk to them at all.
So does your dad and your half brother, sister, any family members, do they know that you're out here?
They all know.
Do any of your family members know if you're out here on the streets?
They don't care.
She said, yeah, they do, and they don't care. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, we don't care.
Remember when I drove to Missouri to go pick her up and drove her and all her shit all the way across the fucking country?
I know.
When I had nothing?
I know.
It's crazy, Mom.
I know. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So how do you get by? How do you survive out here?
He said, so how do you get by? How do you survive out here?
Because my dog's got cute looks and he can help me make some
Because my dog's got cute looks and he can help me make some money, she says.
money.
Oh my god.
So, like,
I think Kayla still got her personality though, right?
Yeah, she
A
does.
little bit.
She
a
does.
Little bit,
She's-
a little bit. There's hope.
She's still there.
There's still a little bit of her there.
Yeah, I
That
agree.
makes me.
She's savable. I promise. We could save her.
I can't wait to get the fuck out of here because that's my life goal is to get her where I'm at, you know?
I
Away
know,
from
Mom.
this shit.
I know. We're doing our best.
Yeah. I've been wanting to, Andrew. I wanted her to come to Arizona and be queen, you know?
I know, you told me
She
not
chose to come back here.
You told
she
me-
chose to come back here.
you told me not to take her. You told me not to get her. You told me she was going to die. And I told you I could take care of her. I told you I could do it.
Yeah.
But she ran away from me. So how am I supposed to do it if she just runs away? It's the same thing when I was trying to get you to go to rehab. You just ran away.
That's why I wanted her to go to fucking Missouri. It wasn't to stay away from you.
Yeah,
It was to
I
stay
know.
away from the shit.
You're right.
In the
You're
middle
right.
of the fucking, in the middle of the fucking forest or the lake or whatever it is.
And
where
now I see that.
There's no drugs for miles and miles except for weed and fucking alcohol.
But
I'd
Autumn
rather
and-
her get blasted on weed.
Autumn and them didn't want to deal with it anymore, and Kayla didn't want to be there anymore. So
Yeah, I know.
I thought that
They
was
played their
best,
fucking
but
cards
you're
right.
right. Now, with what we know now, you're right. You're right. I should have just left her.
And
It's
if I'm
hard
gonna
when
be
you
right,
when
honey,
your
I
family's asking
I
you for help. She's crying to me, begging me to come pick her up, to come help her. What am I supposed to do?
know.
I want to help her, and then she wants to say that we don't help her. That's crazy. I'm gonna play the rest of
Yeah,
this.
but I'm not trying to be right or wrong here. That's because there's no solutions in that. But I can only tell you that everything that I say is from my heart and it's from personal experience.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, but there's
It's
still
not
4
because
minutes of this.
I want to know better than you. I don't want to know better than you. I just know now. I know the difference now. You know, I've been through enough shit to where I can help. I can be of help to somebody, and I want to do that for my daughter.
Yes, I know you do, and you were trying really hard. I saw you. But you have your own things to deal with too. And it's hard
But
to
it
do
doesn't
both at
matter,
the same time.
I'm in a different spot in my recovery, you know?
Yes, now you are for
And
sure. But back then you were
there's,
still getting used to it.
That's why I got the fuck away from Yucca Valley in California and shit.
Yes,
I
I
wasted a
understand.
whole shit ton of money, but you know what? It came out a different person, Andrew.
Yes, I
And
agree.
given the opportunity, I do it
Understand.
all over again, even though I'm in a shit fucking situation right now being in here. I don't know what the reasoning is for that, but if it's to remind me that I don't ever want to go backwards, it's lessons learned, you know? But, it's neither here nor there. I'm not trying to live in the woe is me's and, all the victim mentality anymore. You know, I want to be, solving problems, you know, finding solutions to problems. Because the shit that, I thought that was gonna put, you know, inside me to make me feel whole, or all the people and stuff, it doesn't mean anything when it comes down to it. You know, family is everything, and you've been screaming at me that for so long, and it's not that you guys were not that not important to me. You know, I just needed to break from reality, and then I got sucked into this black hole, and that's not anybody's fault, or you know, not because of you guys at all. And I'm not making excuses any longer. I'm not justifying my actions any longer.
Right.
I did what I did. I hurt a lot of people, and it's going to take time to for those people to heal.
So
You know,
you
and
recognize how loud I've been and how adamant I've been about how much family matters.
Yep.
You
Yep.
have heard me loud and clear, and that's stuck with you.
Yeah, and you know what I get here in my first bunk, on top somebody's put on their family first, and I instantly started bawling because I thought of you. You
Yeah,
know, and that's when
I
we
believe that.
weren't able to communicate yet, and I was like, see, and it said love. You know how you have that on your Facebook, the rock thing, it
Yeah.
says
That's
love.
what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's all life
It
is
said
all
that
about.
on there too.
Providing value for your community and the people you love, the people around you.
Yeah.
Love them. Treat them like your family. Everyone. Everyone. Not just your family. Everyone's family. But anyway,
Yeah.
are you going to be able to call back if it hangs up? We have like 7 minutes, I think.
Left on that thing.
We have 13 minutes so far.
Okay.
Will you be able to call back if it cuts off?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well-
My friends already made me a cake and sang happy birthday to me, so.
That was really
Yep.
nice of them.
Huh?
I said that was really nice of them. Is it okay if I push play
Yeah.
now? So you could hear the rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah, Panhandle.
do you get money like any other way? Hustle any other way?
I mean, it just depends. Like, sometimes I'll, like, come up on bikes and scooters and shit. I'll-
He asked if she makes money any other way or if she hustles any other way. She said sometimes she comes up on bikes or cell
or,
phones or
like, phones or stuff like that. But that's about
stuff
it.
like that.
Yeah. And so, on the street, I know it's difficult. A lot of people that live on the street have struggles with
He said he knows on the streets it's difficult, and
substance abuse.
a lot of people on the streets struggle with substance abuse,
You got any struggles with substance abuse?
and now he's starting to ask her about her addictions.
Yeah, I do. I smoke.
She says, "Yeah, I do. I smoke," and he censored it, but there's a picture of some blues, so obviously that's what she said.
And I got clean. And then got out of jail, had nowhere to go, and then it just kind of, like, fell back to the same because then.
She She said she got clean and then got out of jail and
didn't have any resources to get better.
she didn't have any resources to get better, so she's pretty much back on the blues.
Really? That makes sense.
How many times have you been like arrested and locked up?
Probably more times than I can count.
How many times have you been arrested or locked up? She said probably more times than I can count.
Really?
Yeah.
And now he's asking what she's been arrested for. And she's very honest about her record.
Well, my dad let me use his girlfriend's car, and she got mad, so she pressed
She's
charges.
talking about the Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Couple bench
Oh, yeah.
warrant.
Because she took Daniel's girlfriend's car or something like that.
Yeah.
Possession with intent to sell,
Possession with intent to sell, which you sent to me.
and then there's like an in-house possession charge. That's about it.
And then possession charge.
Okay. And like, do you have any friends out here on the street, or are you just totally alone?
I mean, I know
He asked if she has any friends out on the street or if she's just totally alone.
people, but I just like stay to myself mainly.
Yeah. And so like
I think she said a few people, but she just does her own thing mainly.
being a woman on the street, is it dangerous?
He said, being a woman on the street, is it dangerous?
I mean, yeah, it can be, but at least I'm my dog protect me, you know.
She said, yeah, it can be, but at least I have my dog to protect me.
Has anything happened to you out here?
Just yesterday, somebody reached their hand in my pocket when I was asleep and stole my phone out.
He asked if anything has happened out here while she's been on the streets, and she said just yesterday somebody stuck their hand in her pocket and stole her phone.
Yeah.
Do you ever get like creeps trying to like pick you up, offer you money
yeah.
to do shit?
He asked, do you ever get creeps trying to pick you up, asking you to do something or like for money?
There's this code compliance guy. He drives around like after hours in the middle of the night in his code compliance car, and like he'll like
She said there's a code compliance guy.
literally try to like ask chicks to go.
Wait, you said there's a what?
A code compliance guy.
Okay.
Like some kind of
Code
city
enforcement,
worker
yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah.
Do stuff with him for money. He's a white guy, he's fat.
She said he's a white guy, he's fat.
He drives around in like a white four-door like
He drives around in a white 4-door.
sedan / SUV type car. And it says code compliance on the side.
And it says code compliance on the side.
Crazy.
She's saying that he tries to like ask girls to like go with him and do sex for money or something like that.
So like if your family members were to see this, your dad, maybe your mom in prison,
If your family members were to see this, maybe your mom in prison, maybe your dad,
maybe your brothers and sisters.
Maybe your brothers and
Do you have anything to
sisters.
say to them? Any message or anything?
do you have anything to say to them? Any message?
Honestly, I'm not mad at them, but I appreciate them for showing me the true colors, because now I know who's really good for me and who's not.
Honestly,
Honestly, I'm not mad at them,
I'm not mad at them,
but I appreciate them for showing
but I appreciate them for showing me their true colors.
me the true colors,
I know who's there for me and who's not.
because now I know who's really good for me and who's not. At the end of the day, I got my dog, and that's all that matters.
At the end of the day, I got my dog, and that's all that matters. We showed her our true colors, and we apparently don't care. That's fucking nuts.
That's the drugs talking.
It
That's
is the
thing.
drugs.
She's stuck in the victim mentality. Woe is me, because nobody wants to enable her while she's getting high. That's the thing. You know, and she's not going to change until that thinking changes. She's obviously not hit her rock bottom.
She is
Whatever
right at my
she's doing
house.
out
She was
there-
in my fucking driveway. I was ready to fucking take care of her. She just drives away.
You know,
You have
My
1
true-
minute left.
My true colors? What the
1
fuck is that?
no, that's the drugs talking. She's
You're
not
right.
ready for help.
You're
and
right.
even if you handcuffed her to yourself and you guys did everything together, shit, eat, shower, whatever, as soon as she got free, if she still wants to use, just like me,
Yeah.
she's gonna go fucking use.
Absolutely, you're right.
Period.
It's gonna hang up
We
on
can
us.
lead a horse to water, but we cannot make them drink it.
Yes, you're right, and that's what Chelsea keeps telling me. She's like, you tried, you keep trying. But if they don't want the help.
Chelsea went through this with Barbara. You know this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
With their mom.
Yep. So those are the people that can help you right now. The people that have been through it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
You're right.
I've been on both sides of the coin, but I can't. I'll call you right back.
All right.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you.
The caller has hung up.
I was waiting for one of these. I knew somebody would do a story on her. I fucking knew it. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. It's not your job, but if we could get her help, this is a good start. She might not be able to call back. Just kidding.
Hello, this is a free call from
Alicia Haggerty.
an incarcerated individual at San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
Doo-doo-doo. Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Okay, so like I was saying, like I can help to a certain degree with you to talk about, what she's going through and stuff like that. And,
Yeah, you can.
what it's going to take for her to finally get to the other side. But as far as the damage that I've caused and the healing that you need to go through, I might not be the person to help you through those early stages.
That's fine. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about Kayla.
No,
I'm worried about my
just saying with
family.
Anyone.
Yeah, I hear
that's
you,
what I'm saying
generally.
with anyone, not just you, Kayla, any grandma, whoever.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I'm here.
Yeah, but then it's like, but Chelsea's been through it with Barbara, and, so those kind of people can help you through.
You're right.
Different people
Yeah,
for
that's why
different
Chelsea's
things.
here. She said
Yeah,
she said she
so-
stands behind me or stands by me or something along those lines. She's here for me. I just don't like to
Yeah.
bother people,
It's not bothering. It's never been bothering. That's in our heads,
No, but you know what I'm saying. They have their own lives
Yes, I
too.
do. But
It's not like my life trumps
was-
theirs or something like that. But
that was one of my
everybody
biggest
needs
problems,
help.
is I
Everybody
never
needs
wanted-
help
Yeah.
in some way,
My
shape, or
biggest problem
form.
was I always thought that I knew best. I always thought that my way was the right way.
Fuck yeah,
Because
you
I was
did.
the one that was going through all this,
Yeah.
And nobody else had experienced what I experienced, and I didn't know that there were relatable people out there that could actually help me get to the other side
A lot of
without
them.
making stupid fucking choices anymore.
Yeah.
But once I realized that I actually need help, and I started asking for help, then my world started changing.
Yeah,
I can't do it alone.
you're right. I agree.
So,
Is it okay if I play the rest of
I'm
this?
great.
What?
Yes, go ahead.
What'd you say though?
No, I was gonna talk about Caleb, but that's fine. Just go ahead and play it.
Well, you could say what you want to say. There's only 1 minute left. I just
No,
want.
I was just gonna say my heart breaks for her. I wish that I could make her see.
Yeah.
But I've always been
I feel the
so
same way.
open about my experiences with you guys in the hopes that you didn't repeat my footsteps. Not because I was proud of the things that I was doing, but because, I wanted you to know exactly what was going on.
Excuse me.
So,
I just want to get through the rest so we could talk without the video interrupting.
That's fine.
There's only 1 minute left.
Because nobody else really gives a shit like he does. No?
She said nobody else really gives a shit like her dog does.
And do the police harass you out here?
Oh,
He asked, do the police harass you out here?
yeah. I could literally just be sitting here talking with you and they could drive by and they'll come stop me and never run my name. Because they know
She said, oh yeah, she could just be sitting here and they could come here and like run her name
I have a history.
because they know she has a history.
So when was the last time you used?
He asked, so when was the last time you used blues or fentanyl or whatever word he said he censored?
Yesterday?
She said yesterday.
And so how often do you have to use it?
And so how often do you have to use it?
A couple times a day.
She said a couple times a day.
Every time I'm in.
If you don't use it, how do you feel?
Like,
If you don't use it, how do you feel? She said like shit.
like pain all throughout my whole body, like hot, cold flashes.
Pain in her whole body, hot, cold flashes.
Sucks.
It sucks.
Is there a lot of that out here?
Oh yeah.
He asked, is there a lot of that out here? And she said, oh yeah.
Half the people you see
Half the people you see
out here are on fentanyl.
out here are on fentanyl.
Alright. Well, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And maybe if I see you again, I'll do a follow-up with you.
He said, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it. And maybe if I see you, I'll do a follow-up.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
And she said, thank you. And that's pretty much it. And then loud music again.
Wow. Linda, is it time for count already? Thank you. Sorry.
That's okay. You don't
They
have to
want
be
them
sorry.
cut off the phones on us.
That's
Oh
okay.
no, they just reset the TV. Usually when I think I told you.
It's 7:56.
Thank you. 7:56. Oh, I could have asked you what time it was.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, all the stuff that Kayla said on that interview is like stuff that I would have said,
Yeah.
or I have said in the past to make people feel sorry for me.
I agree. Right down to the dog thing.
Yeah.
She's right though. Dogs
You know?
dogs love you for sure. Unconditionally.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. I don't think it's the same dog she had. We don't see the dog in the video, but I think it's a different
It's
dog.
probably Loki.
Maybe it
It's
is.
probably Loki.
Yeah.
'Cause
She fought real
one day
hard to
when I
keep
was in
him.
Arizona, one day when I was in Arizona, a lady called me, said that she found Loki and my number was on his collar, and Kayla was sleeping in the park, and yeah, so she wanted to know if that was her dog or not. She said she saw somebody sleeping in the park, and it looked like the dog was chained up to the tree or whatever where the person was sleeping, and I was like,
Yeah.
I had her describe her, and she said that was Kayla,
I understand.
but you remember Eddie Cole?
Yeah, the
He's
police
the
officer.
DRD? Yeah, he's now a detective up in DHS, and
Yeah.
I know he knows our last name. You know.
Yeah.
So
He's definitely
he
seen
probably
her.
looks out for her. You know, and
He's a good man, I know that much.
yeah, they talk to her all the time because they're trying to save her life.
Yeah.
If she's got a warrant out for her arrest, that's great, because then however long she's incarcerated is how many days that she's drug free.
Correct.
They don't have to worry about her fucking killing herself.
Correct.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
She's safe in jail.
There's a line in a song that says something along the lines of like, I'm in jail, but at least my mom doesn't have to worry about whether I'm okay or something along those lines. I can't remember the exact lyrics, but there's a lot of truth to that. Like, at least you know they're safe somewhere, or like at least somewhere.
Yeah.
You at least know where they are.
Yep. and I've seen all these girls detoxing off of fentanyl in here. And let me tell you, it's not a fucking pretty sight, and they're not nice to you in here, you know?
Yeah.
But at least you're getting the shit out of your system. It's fucking ugly. It's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
You know, and there's women in here that are pregnant, that are, their babies' lives are being saved because they're not out on the streets doing drugs right now. You know, it's crazy. They don't see it that way, but yeah.
So based on what you heard from this video, you don't think she's ready for help? Like if I went to go try to help her?
No, you know, I think that would be like, because she, and don't take this personally, but she harbors resentments against you, even though whether it's not warranted, you know, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because you were just trying to help her, but that's just the drug. That's the fucking demon talking to you.
Yes, you're right.
You know?
This was from 10 days ago is when this was posted. 10 days ago.
Yeah. How did Chelsea come across it?
I have no idea. Because this guy only has 277 subscribers. It has 4 likes, no comments, 160 views. Like, I have no fucking clue how she found this. Somebody in DHS sent it to her, probably. It is God. I don't know how exactly, but yeah, we could boil it down to that, sure. I think that's fair.
Well, let's pray that one day we'll be able to look back on this video and I'll be in a different spot than where we're at right now. And I think we'll have a lot to be grateful for, you know?
I agree.
So
she's still really young.
Yeah, her little personality. I like to hear, you know, as bittersweet as it is to hear her on that video. I know she's still alive and she's still in there. So, she's young, she's resilient, but this shit is fucking, you know, it's killing people.
Yes, it is.
All we can do is try to project positiveness, you know, out there.
You know, this isn't something I'd normally ask you to do, but could you just pray for her? I know it sounds crazy, but if you just pray for her, I promise it'll help.
I do every night. I pray for everybody. This shit is bad, but my daughter.
Pray, Mom.
I pray for you too. I pray for healing for everyone, because you're not on the drugs, but you got fucking smacked in the fucking face with everything that the drug has to do with. You know? It doesn't just affect the person who's going through it, but everybody around them.
Yeah.
So
I wanted, on a more positive note, I stopped drinking again, and I still haven't smoked. I don't even know how long it's been, but I'm gonna be sober. I promise I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it's all baby steps. Like I told you, don't get down on yourself.
I'm not at all. It's just kind of happening. Like, I'm not even really focused on it. It just, randomly one day, I was just like, I don't want to smoke anymore. And then, the drinking, like I said, I wasn't drinking before. I was just smoking weed, and then when I stopped smoking, I started drinking a little bit. But it hasn't lasted long, and like I have no want for it. Like, drinking is really just, I don't even know how to put it. It's just not appealing to me. It's not enjoyable for me. I don't, like, I would drink like 10 beers on those days where I was drinking what I would consider a lot, and like, I don't know, it didn't feel like drunk like I used to, or I don't know how to call it. It just didn't give me any enjoyment. It didn't give me anything that I was looking for. And like, I felt like I felt some alcohol, but I didn't feel like, I thought I would be like blackout drunk from 10 or 12 beers or however many, but it just didn't happen.
Are you kidding me? Jenny and I used to polish off 36 packs each.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it
you
takes more sometimes. But you'd think 12 beers would be enough.
And if you drink a 12-pack and you're not feeling faded, then that's that line, you know. It's like, fuck, that's how people become alcoholics.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're still searching for that original high.
Yeah.
The brain gets so
that's what it was.
okay.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at
You
it.
don't get that buzz after a
Yeah,
while.
I was
and it
expecting
takes
to
more
get,
and more and more.
like when I used to do those beer bongs and shit in Morongo Valley, I thought that I was gonna get to that point, or like that I just can't. I can't drink that much liquid in that shorter amount of time, and like I think by the time I get to the 12th beer, like some of the other beers have already worn off or something.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, that's not really what alcohol was designed for. You know what I mean?
It's hard to cram it down. Like I couldn't do beer bongs
Yeah.
anymore. There's no way I could do it. We used to pour
Because,
hard alcohol at the top while you're drinking a tall can or something. Gosh, we used to get
Yeah.
fucked up.
yeah. I've
But
been
I
there,
just
done
can't
that,
do it.
but
Yeah, I know you have.
it's
That's why I'm
poison.
talking to you
It's
about it.
fucking poison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't want to do anything anymore. I want to be sober. It's strange because I've been smoking weed every day for I don't know how many years since I dated Haley,
long
and
time.
it's been like a
Yeah.
decade. It's been a long time. I just been smoking weed, and I had tried other things and whatnot too, but none of it stuck with me. I don't want to do that kind of stuff. So I think that's a benefit to me whenever somebody's ready in my family who wants the help. It's a benefit if I'm sober.
Yeah. It feels so good to not have a hangover, even have to worry about it, Being able to get up and have a clear mind and
Absolutely. I've been feeling really good.
there's so much more to life. And like when you said you're starting to hang out with Kendall and he looks good and you guys are exercising or,
Yeah.
just hanging around, the positive energy is what it's about, You need something that's going to be enriching you because, I love Grandma, but she's an emotional vampire.
Yeah.
She sucks.
Yeah, she's a leech in
All
that manner.
light. Yes.
Yes, I
And
agree.
You need to enrich
hard.
your soul.
It's really hard.
Away from the house. I know.
But on the topic of Kendall is phenomenal. He's a great person, but like you're saying with Chelsea, like Chelsea has those things that I need, and not that Kendall doesn't have anything to offer me, but he's like, I sent him that video that we just listened to, and he was like, we need to go get her. We need to help her or something along those lines. And I agree, but at the same time, he doesn't have that experience. He doesn't understand it fully.
Yeah.
If he could understand what I'm
picking her
saying.
up and putting her in the car and being like, "No, Kayla, you're coming."
Yeah.
And
Yeah. We tried that already, and
Yeah.
I'll have to tell him that, but he's like me. Like, when somebody needs help, let's go help them. Let's go do it. Why not? Let's fucking go do it. Let's go handle business.
Yeah.
But if they don't want it, then what do? You just wait and hope and pray. You gotta pray. That's it. That's all you can do. And just keep them in your thoughts and hope the best for them and hope they come around and let you help them.
Yep. Just throw out positive vibes, We want to call it prayer, whatever, Just that's my only suggestion to help her. Like
That's
I
the
know
best you
that it
could do.
hurts because she's his sister, but those are the times. It's like she's already living the worst kind of fucking hell that she can be living. You know what I mean? Nobody else can make her life even worse right now than what she's got. So she needs that positiveness. And, like I had even when I was out there, I was thinking about coming out here just for the weekend, just to drive by her a few times and let her see how I am now. And, like take her to eat and whatever, and just spend a little bit of time with her.
That's all I want to do. I just want to take her out to eat or something.
Yeah, not pull her teeth like you guys used to do for me. Come pick me up all the way and from Idlewild and take me down to go eat at IHOP. You remember?
Fuck yeah, we did. And she was happy to do that.
So that's
She
what
loved
I
that.
do for her without making her feel like she's less than or she's a piece of shit or she's fucking up. Just treat her like she's like she is. My daughter and your sister.
Yeah, I agree.
Take her to a hotel for the afternoon, let her sleep.
That's
for
what I
the
want to
night
do.
And
Yeah.
clean up and maybe a new outfit or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's to the extent of the help that we can do is show our presence once in a while in her life. We can't support her addiction. We cannot enable her to do what she's doing. you know. But then, like every time she would call me, not from jail, but when she would call me before I'd answer, even though it hurt, I would answer.
Yes.
And it was usually because she wanted something, and then when I would decline, she would get really fucking upset with me and call me names and blah blah blah. But I'd still answer her calls.
Yes, I understand.
Because I learned in recovery to get emotionally detached.
Yeah, because it's the drugs.
Because whatever she's got going on inside of her is a direct result of what's going on inside of her, and it really has nothing to do with me.
Correct.
And if it does, that's okay because I'm a big girl and I'm clean and sober and I can handle it now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
On the topic of hotel, if she doesn't have an ID, would it be a bad idea to get the hotel in my name? Because if she destroys it, then I have to pay extra,
you
you know.
will be liable to pay. That's why
That's the only thing that's keeping me from
with her.
offering her a room or to get her a hotel room is if she doesn't have an ID, then I don't know if I would consider that.
Right.
But as far as taking her to get a meal or like taking her to get a shower, we could do that. We could arrange for that, no problem.
Yeah. Even if you
But I'd love to get her a room, at least for like a night or two.
But you probably have to stay with her.
And then she'll have her dog with her too, and that's another obstacle with getting her room.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah, that's hard.
We
All
have
right, my
1
dear,
minute.
I got 1 minute left. I'm sorry. My back's killing me.
No, that's okay. We talked longer than we normally would.
Yeah, but I love you, and I wanted to hear your voice on my birthday, and I'm glad we have this talk. And I'll call you on Sunday afternoon, okay?
I love you too, Mom. All right, you could call anytime,
I love
as you
you so
know.
much.
I love you too.
Yeah,
And like I said last
All right.
call, tell the people you love that you love them.
I love you so much.
I love you, Mom. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Thank you.
Hang in there, okay?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, honestly.
All right.
You
Give
know how
Cowboy
I
a kiss
am.
for me. Yeah.
And your Cowboy's
Give
doing
Cowboy a
fine.
big kiss.
All right, I
I know.
will.
I'm not worried about him at all. Why? Of course I worry about him. I'm his mom, but I know he's in good hands.
Yeah, he's taken care of.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.